Good morning to you all. Once the first couple of white discs are dispatched on that Texas Star, it starts to rotate.
PTJ, Montenegro, we need you to start.
Already one of the deadweight dummies is across the line. This is the second of the deadweight dummies for Kartal of Azerbaijan. Oh, that reaching door has swung shut, which is going to delay those final team members as they make their way back towards the finish line. There's a gas mask that was off there. And they're over. Kartal of Azerbaijan.
That's fine now.
I'm getting a lot of messages coming in from Thailand at the moment. Well, you'll be glad to know that the Royal Thai Police B team will be out after the Jordanians, who are about to go. We have a couple of Thai Police teams, Thai Police A and Thai Police B. B are out first today. Remember, the draw today is exactly the same order as yesterday's day one draw. PSO Police Operations Team of Jordan. Quick team huddle. Just waiting at the moment, and as you can see that one member is assigned with that gas gun to fire that round through what is it's almost like a thick rubber window that they have to fire that gas round through. So sniper first, then that gas round must go through the window, and only then can they attempt to breach the door. And just take note, it's not random the way these members insert themselves into that van. They have to obviously think about who needs to be out first and who needs to be out last, depending on each of the roles that the team members are assigned. Not up and over the wooden walls. The sniper has retrieved his weapon from the back of that black SUV.
Number 17.
And there goes the first shot, so the breaching team can get underway.
Towards the ammunition loading area.
The door has been breached. And I think it's worth just reminding those of you who are watching at home the added complexity of hitting these targets with that gas mask on. The field of vision and the clarity of vision is just not quite the same. So all of these teams doing a superb job to dispatch their assigned targets quickly whilst wearing a gas mask. Not only that, but running with a gas mask as well is no easy feat, especially when you're breathing so heavily. The first of the deadweight dummies is across the line. Here comes the second one. We have 2 team members who have crossed the finish line. Another 3 yet to come for the Jordanians. Hamza. And they are all over. To their weapon and insert the magazine. All under time pressure, and that's what makes these teams crack. And you can see there's been a number of targets missed by the Tuareg team. We've already crossed the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, this is added finally.
So there will be penalties to be added on here.
We can talk.
Is it, man?
Yeah.
You can talk about it.
Yeah.
So all this time you're like, you can't talk.
Yeah, now you can talk because the mic was, I didn't know how to add the mic. That is what I'm trying to do.
Why didn't you tell me not to talk?
Because I thought you didn't know. No, Array, before that the mic was on. So if you were talking, then it was going on the live.
Now all this going on the live.
Well, it's all going horribly wrong.
Yeah. Can you see this frequency here?
Now?
For the Tuareg team.
Noted. Both of them, yeah. Let's see if the voice perseveres.
Holstered before they can leave.
there's no output. Check. It,
The final team member. Sniper shot is made, and the sniper will retrieve the second of the deadweight dummies. They won't come in under the 2-minute mark, but it's still a very respectable time for the Bulgarians, as the deadweight dummy has been dropped, so the clock can't stop till it's over the line, which it now is. 2 minutes 9 seconds, 0.9 for Bulgaria. How valuable will those dropped seconds be, as the deadweight dummy was dropped just before the finish line? Well, you can probably tell by the noise and the reaction that there's a lot of support here for the Special Operations team of South Africa, who are out next. That sniper's rifle has to go to the SUV and be inserted in the trunk. Is it true they had pap for breakfast? Well, let's see if it works. Back again this year, the South African police team. Oh, and a salute to you too. What a little cutie. Well, clearly here at the UAE SWAT Challenge complex this Sunday morning, I would suggest that the South Africans have the biggest support amongst the members of the public that have made their way here today. Don't let them down, guys. No pressure. Major General Al-Gaiti is watching on. He's a very happy man, as the Dubai police are romping through this competition this year. The South Africans have got inside the van to start their attempt at the assault challenge, this on day 2. The whistle goes, and they're off and underway. Johan Gray says, "I'm proud of the South Africans." Ooh, someone slipped. I don't think it's cost any time though. They're in the yellow box, gas masks on, snipers in position, and there goes the first shot. Through the breaching door. Remember, submachine guns first. And one of the team members, you can see on that far right-hand side, just having a little bit of a problem with the strap of his submachine gun. He's clearly got it caught on something. Now he seems to be okay. And already making their way into the second of the two ranges, the pistol pen. The sniper's done. He picks up the first deadweight dummy. They're all finished. Will they make it under the 2-minute mark? It's going to be tight. There's the second of the deadweight dummies. My mistake, there was still a team member on the range. And finally they crossed the line. One to go. Well, the clock has stopped a little prematurely. There's that strap I was talking about that was causing problems for one of the team members, and these are the things that separate the sides, these little details. In practice, all of these things run smoothly, but when it comes to the day and when it comes to pressure, it can just be something like a trip or a fall or a strap that causes enough of an issue just to eat up valuable time. Well, if you've just joined me, I'm Joe Morrison, and this is day 2 of the UAE SWAT Challenge. If you've just got out of bed, you're late. 10 press-ups, please. This is the assault day of the UAE SWAT Challenge. Karabo Letsebi, who's in South Africa, says the special operations need to do better with their straps. You know what, Karabo? You are correct. Fine margins, Karabo. These guys are carrying so much kit in these challenges that anything can happen. We saw it yesterday, we saw it today, we saw it last year, and no doubt we'll see it again over the course of the next 3 days. A button, a zip, a rope, a strap. Remember, first place today is $5,000. That's what's up for grabs. Second, $3,000, and the team that comes in third, $2,000. There's $1 million dirhams prize fund this year for the UAE SWAT Challenge, the biggest prize fund we've ever had for this competition. It is the 5th edition. Day 2 is the Assault Challenge, Day 3 Officer Rescue. So those of you who are nearby and are not doing anything on Monday, come back tomorrow for the Officer Rescue. Day 4 is the Tower, my favorite challenge. And Day 5 is the obstacle course. And there is a SWAT team member in the making, no doubt. Give that little guy a few years and he'll be racing under that ping pong table and up over the wooden walls. And he'll be racing under that ping pong table and up over the wooden wall. Stanislav Val is claiming that the police team from Moldova is the best. So there's a lot of rivalry coming in from around the world at the moment, which I love to see. That's what this competition's all about. Stanislav, as the whistle goes for the Sada team of Kazakhstan, who were very strong, is the best. So there's a lot of evening in the hostage rescue coming in from around the world at the moment, which I love to see. That's what this competition's all about. By the way, Stanislav, the Moldovan team, Stanislav, as the whistle goes for the Sada team of Kazakhstan, who were very strong, have to wait a little bit. Yesterday evening in the hostage rescue coming in from around the world at the moment, which I love to see. That's what this competition's all about. I said last night that Moldovan team, if the first sniper shot was made in sub 30 seconds, team of Kazakhstan, who were very strong, have to wait a little bit. Yesterday, hostage rescue coming in, showing indeed at the moment, which again love to see. That's what this competition's all about. I said last night that again a team member just was made in sub 30 seconds, team of Kazakhstan, who were very strong, have to wait a little bit. Yesterday, hostage rescue coming in, showing indeed at the moment, which again love Kazakhstan for one of their team members. It shouldn't cost them too much. They're very quick and very accurate. Already the sniper is back to collect the first of those deadweight dummies. Have they left one white disc on that range? I couldn't quite see. It looks like it. And again, problems coming back through that breaching door. Teams are just not thinking about the return of that breaching door, but this looks like it's still going to be sub 2 minutes for Sardar of Kazakhstan as they cross the line. 156.8 for the Kazakhstan team. That should put them in second spot in terms of the clock. Obviously, we'll have to check in terms of penalties as to whether any time is to be added on to that. I couldn't see exactly, but it seemed like one of the targets was left out there on the range.
لحظات سننتقل مشاهدينا الكرام لنتابع أقوى المنافسات لتحدي الإمارات للفرق التكتيكية مع تمنياتنا لكل الفرق بأن تقدم مستوى عالي جدا. إليكم لنتابع التفاصيل.
A very good morning to you. Marhaba and welcome to the Emirate of Dubai. Welcome to the United Arab Emirates. Sabar al khair, as we say here in the UAE, which means good morning in Arabic. You're learning, I'm learning. Although I did make the mistake earlier on of saying Sabar al khail, which means horse. But yes, it's day 4 of the UAE SWAT Challenge for the year of 2024. And what a competition we have so far. The times have been tumbling during the course of the last 3 days. What happens today is the big question. We have this slightly later start, of course, and the draw today is in reverse order from what we saw yesterday. So SSN of Kazakhstan, they will go out first. They were out yesterday afternoon. And just to put everything in perspective, so you have a guide. Last year's quickest time round this tower event course was 2 minutes 58.56 by Vityaz of Russia. Akhmat, who are out, when are they out? Very, very late. They're very late in the draw today. They did it in 3:04. Vityaz not back this year for this event, but Akhmat do return, the current champions. So it just goes to show you that anything 3 minutes and below is a fabulous time around this tower event course. A number of different challenges, a number of different obstacles.
Judges, take your positions. Judges, take your positions.
And the Kazakhstan teams, all 3 of them, are really strong this year. Led by Sunkar, followed by Sardar. Both of those Kazakhstan teams, and SSNA have no doubt that they have a little bit of competitive rivalry with their colleagues and their fellow countrymen, but they are currently lying in 3rd of that Kazakhstani trio. They're great guys, good fun, but when this whistle goes, it's serious. You with me, Joe Morrison, to take you through today's day 4 action. I will talk you through each event as we get underway for day 4, which begins with a handgun element inside this box. Solitary targets for each of the members. And 1 man left behind. So 3 assault members go up and over that truck and into the tower. It's a sprint up the stairs, and then it's a rappel down the side of that tower before they then sprint on to the pistol pen. Now, whilst they're doing that, the snipers, as you can see, have split off. They have 2 challenges today. The first is a short-range set of targets. Then they too must go up the tower and hit a set of targets that are at a much further distance. The assaulters are off and down. Remember, there is a second window there, more of that in just a second, but there is a bell inside that second window. They must enter it, ring the bell, and then continue their descent to the ground before that sprint towards the pistol pen, which you can see the first 2 assaulters already entering into now.
Reporting to the start line area.
A multitude of targets, beginning with a Texas wheel, Texas star. And you can see on the right-hand side of your screen that the snipers are now in position. So in total, each sniper has 5 targets. 3 on the short range, 2 on the long range, and they have each 7 rounds of ammunition, so they can only afford 2 mistakes on today's challenge, these snipers. one is already done, as the assaulters are back across the finish line. Remember, the clock does not stop until the snipers are finished. Speaking to a number of the top teams this morning, they said if they see any snipers coming in ahead of the assaulters, you know it is a very quick time indeed. But at the moment, we've just crossed the 3-minute mark, as the snipers then have to rappel down the side of the tower. They, in comparison to the assaulters, they're not required to ring that bell. And a sprint for the finish line in 3 minutes 29.7 for SSN of Kazakhstan. And that's the marker that has been laid down for all of the other teams to follow today. Remember, 41 countries, 73 teams involved in this year's UAE SWAT Challenge. The event just gets bigger each and every year. We have not only teams from Kazakhstan, next up it's Pakistan, we also have Albania, Chile, China, Serbia, Belarus, Bulgaria, South Africa have returned again this year. Good to see them once more. Argentina for the first time. And of course the Brazilians are back, as are the boys in blue from New York. 2 teams, in fact, from the USA this year. The Special Security Unit of the Pakistan Police will be second out of the gate this morning. Like I said, the draw is a reverse of yesterday, so not much time in terms of rest for those teams that went out late yesterday afternoon and then are out first this morning. Good morning to, or good evening, depending on where you are, to all of you who are now online and joining the conversation. Remember, YouTube, it is the Dubai Police official channel, and that's probably the best place to send your comments for me, or your questions, or just to interact. You can watch it on Instagram, UAE SWAT Challenge, but I don't use Instagram much. I'm not big into selfies and putting my evening meal online. John Oliveira, good morning, or good evening, John, sorry. Can you move London ERU up the running order so that I can go to bed? John in Canada. John, I wish it was up to me to be in charge of the draw, but it's not. So, unfortunately, no is the answer. A little pull on that bell, must ring. Asa is asking, ¿Cuándo va Argentina? When is Argentina going out? Well, they are drawn 34th today in the schedule, so a little bit later on. And just a reminder that UAESWATchallenge.com is where you can find out the results.
Number 6, BRT Chile. 7, Argentina UAE. Number 8, Grenada, Albania.
Yes.
Hong Kong Technical Police, Hong Kong, Thailand. And number 10, Dubai Police C. All of you should be on your equipment and ammunition. Proceed to the entry to be allowed into the starting area.
I will let Judge John call the teams to the holding pen. No one talks over Judge John, or talks back to Judge John, or talks with Judge John. Yes, just coming back to the website where you can keep up to date with not only today's results, but all of the results from the last 3 days of action here at the UAE SWAT Challenge. Currently, you are watching Pakistan. Now, the difference today in comparison to the pistol pen on previous days is each member on previous days was assigned a specific set of targets. Today, any of those assault members can shoot any of those targets. So once you've finished your own batch on your side, so to speak, you can move along and help your colleagues out. It's just about getting those white discs down as quickly as possible as the assaulters of Pakistan make their way across the finish line. You probably heard in the background another one of the sniper shots, so they're going to have to wait, the assault team, until the snipers are finished. It looks